Okay, this section is about dividing a polynomial, so something with multiple terms, by a monomial, something with a single term. And a great way to think of these is a couple of little problems like from the beginning of the chapter, like section 4.2. So the deal is this negative 7x belongs just as much to this term as it does that one. And so you can rewrite this as negative 7x down here, and then that plus 49x negative 7x. So that's really what the canceling looks like. You can't just go with one or the other. It's got to be equal to both. Because if you think about adding fractions, like say I had 1/7 plus 3/7, that's the same thing as 1 plus 3/7 or 4/7, right? So this 7 belongs as much to the 3 as it does to the 1. I couldn't do any kind of canceling with that, which I couldn't because it's a 1 and a 3 is 7. But the same thing over here. This has to go to both. And you can write this all out every time, or you can just kind of do that step in your head. For these first couple examples, I'll write it out and I'll just do it in my head. So here we're going to have 7 goes into 35. That'll be negative 5. X squared up, x down below, so that'll be x, and then that'll be a y. And then plus, oops, not so much on the plus, so positive and negative minus 7 into 49 will go 7 times, and the x's just cancel. And so that would be it. For this one, I'll go ahead and do this one more time. So x cubed y squared negative xy and minus x squared y over negative xy. A good way to think of the signs is if it's negative on the bottom like this one was, it was positive positive before, it will be negative negative. It's just going to reverse the signs. So this one was positive negative, so it's going to be negative positive. So negative 3 up 1 down leaves me x squared, 2 up and 1 down leaves me y, and that was negative, so now it makes it positive. So x into x squared will be x, and the y's cancel. For this one, actually this is one where it actually is kind of helpful to write it out in all three, so I think I will do that. Okay, so let's look at the numbers first maybe. 24 and 9, the biggest thing that goes into both would be 3. So 3 goes into 9 3 times, and 3 goes into 24 8 times. So that's going to be my reduced fraction. Same thing here, 3 goes into 9 3 times, 3 goes into 12 4 times. And then 9 and 45, 9 goes in, so 9 goes into 45 5 times. So that's how the numbers are going to work. So up top here I'll have an 8 over 3. I have x up, x squared down, so that's going to leave me an x downstairs. And then that a is just left up in the numerator also. Here we'll have 4 over 3. Same thing with the b, and the x's do the same thing. And likewise here, this will be a 5 over an x, and that c stays. Okay, so the rest of these I would have you try. Here, this one's pretty easy to do without rewriting it. So 8 goes into 24, that would be 3x, oops, plus 8 goes into 40 5 times. Here, if I think of this one, the double negative, so it's going to be a positive. 6 goes into 30. I think I should just rewrite these. Let me go ahead and do it. Okay, so then double negative will make positive, and 30 over 6 will leave 5. X into x squared, so that's an x, and then that y. Plus some negative would be negative, or just think this will be positive, this will be negative, because we're dividing by a negative. 6 into 18 will be 3, and the x's cancel, and so that would be it. Okay, so positive over negative, so that will be a negative. X to the 5th over x squared, so 5 up 2 down will leave me x cubed. And on the y's, 4 up and 1 down will leave me y cubed. Here, double negative, so that's going to be a plus. And then everything cancels, so that's not a 0, that would actually be a 1. So careful not to just kind of cancel and have that poof. For the next one, we just have x to the 4th And so again, each of the signs is just going to flip. So this will be negative, positive, positive. So this will be negative x squared, 4 up, 2 down, and then positive 49x, and negative, negative, positive. Again, everything cancels, so that will be a 1. Okay, so I went ahead and wrote those out. So for here, do a little reducing. So 2 goes into 4 twice, 2 goes into 10 5 times. The 15, 5 goes in 3, and 5 goes in 2. 35 and 10, 5 is the best we can do, so 5 goes in 7, and 5 goes in 2. So then down here we're going to have 2/5, a, and then 1 up, 2 down, so x, and then minus 3/2, b, and then 1 up, 2 down, so x, and the 7/2, c, 1 up, 2 down, x. Over here, so 11 goes into 11 once, 11 goes into 22 twice, 44 and 22, so 22 goes in 22 once, 22 goes in 44 twice, and then these are going to end up canceling. So let's see what that leaves. We're going to have this negative, and then that's going to be x cubed, and 2 down here, so x cubed over 4, x to the 4th, so an x downstairs, and that will leave a 1. And then let's see, here we have double negatives, so that will be a positive 2. X to the 4ths are canceling, so that's it. Those canceled, so I think just minus x. And, oops, nope, minus and minus plus x. There we go. And that would be it.